Oh, my precious stars, they've left a baby for me. Child. There you are. There. Auntie Zan is here for you now. Don't cry. It's okay. You'll love the place where we're going, baby. And you'll love your new family, too. I'll see to that. I'll find a nice family for you. I don't know why people leave their children here in the woods to be fed to some goat. There are better things for you. I'll find a nice family for you.
Go.
Let's get you some nice starlight. There you go, baby. Starlight will help you to be the best that you can be. There's magic in starlight. There you go. There. Family. Oh dear, that was moonlight. Well, you will be Luna, and I will be your grandmother. We will be family.
Hi everybody, I'm Joe.
And I'm Mary.
And we're Book Buds.
And today, Joe read The Girl Who Drank the Moon. I had read it, and I was upset by part of it. So many people enjoy this book. Finally, we were like, Joe's got to read it. So you did.
I did. I read it.
I'm so excited.
I enjoyed it.
So, yeah, I know. You had a very different experience than I did.
I did.
Good. And I'm glad that you did, because you should like books that you read.
I should like them. Now, reading it, I did have the knowledge that you were annoyed at it at some points. So I felt like I was definitely kind of analyzing and overthinking it a little bit. It didn't ruin it, but it was there.
Okay.
I was okay, I'm reading it. I'm
you're waiting for it to be annoying.
Yeah.
But don't you think that helped improve it a little bit for you? That you expect the annoying part and
it never came.
It was less annoying. It did come.
It wasn't annoying.
It was annoying.
She's annoying.
You're on fire today.
You're annoying.
So tell us about the book, Joe.
Okay, so I like the book. So this book is about a witch, let's say, okay, in the forest, and there's this community of people who believe that the witch will sacrifice a baby and take the baby from the community once a year to keep them in line, right? So everybody's afraid of this. They sacrifice a baby every year, and she comes and she gets it.
And she's like, why are these people throwing babies away?
Yeah. She's like, what is going on? She's an awesome witch.
Yeah,
she's an awesome,
very nice. She doesn't need these babies.
Yeah, so she takes the baby and she then delivers it to a community where she knows they will take care of this kid. And they raise the baby as their own. So she saves the kids.
Yeah.
She doesn't kill them or eat them.
Right.
She's
Nothing
saving
malicious.
the kids. They're doing the wrong. Stupid people. Fear does such ridiculous things to human beings.
It does.
We're talking about a fantasy book, but it still rings true in our world. We all know this. So there's a spoiler I want to say about that, but I can't do it yet. So,
okay.
Do you remember that part?
I don't know what you were referencing.
Okay, well, what else do we want to say about this book? So she takes this baby that one night, as you saw in our scene, and she feeds it Starlight. But then by accident, she feeds it Moonlight.
Yeah, which is very magical. She shouldn't have done that.
Right, so now this baby is bursting with magic.
Yes. So she has to take care of the baby instead of rehousing it somewhere else. She's now created this, extra special person. So she's got to take charge of them.
Right, so she brings the baby back to her house, her little cottage in the woods, and there's other little fun characters there. There's this thing that lives in the bog.
I don't remember that.
Something Glurk, I think his name is,
Okay.
and there's isn't there a dragon? There's a dragon, I think, a little tiny one.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, and he's fun. And they're just side characters, some comic relief, some fun stuff. It's a very whimsical feel. It feels very fun and light and fantasy. I like each chapter had a title, and it was titled "In Which," so it's in which a baby goes missing, or in which the witch finds her whatever. And I don't know, that kind of brought me back to vintage fantasy books from the past. It was kind of classic.
And I feel like I should say, when I read this book, it was at the recommendation of our elementary school librarian, who said to my child, anybody that enjoys Harry Potter would really like this book. And so we were really excited about it. So it kind of falls in line with that kind of fun, magical story. But because I went in with such high expectations based on the way she pitched it to me, I think that's why I was upset with the way the ending went. but you were all in for the magic everywhere. So that's good. It's good. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
yeah. And it got involved.
Yeah.
Kind of like a Harry Potter. There was like a lot of ins and outs and like a lot of things to keep track of.
Yeah, and the magic component was pretty significant. So if you enjoy good magical stuff happening in a book,
yeah,
check it out. Are we going to get into spoilers then?
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit more. So as the kid is getting older, she is like getting more and more powerful. So the witch, Zan, had to like kind of like put a lid on her power, right? But I think as she's getting up to be like 13 years old, her power is going to come out. And then I think... I know, this is so annoying. We're like broken records.
Should we finish in the car?
Okay, we made it to the car because it was too noisy out there.
Way too noisy. Sorry, guys.
These lawnmowers. These men. Okay. So we were up to the part. So as Luna, her name is Luna because she fed her from the moon. I don't think we mentioned that before, so I just wanted to throw that in there, folks. Luna. Get it?
So amazing.
Apropos. So as Luna's getting older, her magic is becoming stronger. So Zan figured out a way to like put a lid on her magic all these years, but it comes at a cost.
And she didn't know that she did that, did she?
No.
Yeah.
So this part was a little weird to me. So like Luna can't hear the word magic. Like she doesn't know that word. Whenever it is said around her, she like passes out and like she can't hear it. Right.
It's been like erased from her knowledge.
Yes. So there's that. And then when she gets to be 13 and she like kind of comes into her powers, it's going to drain Zan of her magic and she's going to die.
Which is really tragic.
Yeah, because she saved this kid. So there's like a lot of other like groups of people in this story. There's something called the council, and it's like all the townspeople, and like they're in charge of like sacrificing this baby. And then there's a group of people called the sisters, and there's a leader of them, Ignatia, who is like not a good one.
I don't remember the sisters.
Yeah.
Were they on the side with the witch, or were they on the side with the town people? They're just a whole nother group.
A whole nother group, and like they're kind of like all interacting together, but like they're not on the side of the witch.
Okay.
I think they're more like independent. But the leader of the sisters, she has a very big part in this, and in the part of like the baby sacrificing, but it's like a spoiler.
Okay.
Should we talk about that now?
Well, are we ready for spoilers? Yeah. Let's just do it.
I feel like
spoilers, guys.
Yeah.
They're here.
Okay. So,
I'm remembering, does she get like locked in a tower or something like that?
Okay, so that's Luna's mother. Luna's mother went crazy. Are we on?
Yeah.
So Luna's mother went crazy when they stole her from her.
Okay.
And they locked her in the tower because she was like resisting. And then she's the one who's making the paper birds who are like magical and they fly around.
Yes,
and like
I remember that.
Yeah. That was cool. That was awesome. So she's locked in the tower. Luna's mother went crazy. Bye. Okay. There was a little boy who witnessed Luna being taken from her mother, and like he is like on the council, but like ever since then he's been traumatized and just really upset and kind of like looking for answers. Like, why are we doing this? This mother is like locked in the tower, and it like made her go like bonkers. And so he's been resisting. I think his name is Antane, and so now he was kicked off the council seat because every year when it comes time to sacrifice that baby, he like is missing and nowhere to be found. He doesn't want to have anything to do with it, so they kick him off. Okay. And he has a very big part in this as well. Okay, so let's talk about this whole baby sacrificing thing. You ready?
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna hopefully spark some memories for you.
Okay.
Okay. Because you're usually doing that for me. Okay. So Ignatia is the leader of the sisters, and she is something called the Sorrow Eater. And she needs grief to survive.
Yeah.
Okay? So the townspeople, to satisfy her, they needed to keep grief alive in the town so that she would be like satisfied and okay, and that's, if not, she would die.
So she's benefiting from the sacrifice. This sounds familiar. Yep.
Yes. So that is why they kept doing this. Stealing babies, giving it to I don't think they knew that Zan was taking them. So they were just thinking that like wild
Just get
animals
rid of
were
them.
eating the kid in the middle of the night.
Right.
They were just taking them, whatever. They had the fear of the witch, so the townspeople were afraid of this witch who was stealing their children. So there was grief and there was sorrow and there was fear, and it was all made so that she would survive.
Yes. Yeah, I'm remembering that. So there's some good layers to this story.
Yeah.
I really did like this story until the very end.
Yes. So the volcano part was all leading up to like, all of this is coming to a big culmination, and the volcano was about to erupt. So what Mary didn't like was, it was like right there, and then all of a sudden the volcano's about to erupt, and the next chapter it's like it happened already, but they didn't describe it.
Yeah, and they were like, 3 weeks later, we are cleaning up the rubble or something like that. And I was like, 3 weeks later, there was so much buildup to what was happening. And like, I don't know, Luna was trying to do something, to save something. She had like a big role to play. And then 3 weeks later, and that just, I was like, are there pages missing in my book? I didn't like that.
Yeah.
Why would they do that, John?
I know. They
Have you
skipped the
ever
action.
read that in any other book? Have you guys ever read that in any other book?
Be nice to Kelly Barnhill.
I'm sorry. I don't know. Has she written anything else? Should we read others of her books?
Yes.
You're going to have to do it rather than me, because if
I
she
wanna
does
read
something like that again, I'm going to be so mad.
The Ogress and the Orphans. It's kind of popular. I've seen it out many times, and it looks kind of like in the same family as
Okay,
this.
so you have to read it and let me know
Yes.
if it's safe for me, because
Yes.
I'll be so mad. Seriously, like, I can't think of any other author that has done something like that just jumped 3 weeks at like a major climactic building point. You know, you might jump 3 weeks when like there's ho-hum, not a lot happening kind of thing, and you need time to move along, but not like when something serious is going to happen.
Yeah, it was an interesting choice. I can't say, I knew it was coming because I knew from you. So I don't know, if I had just been reading it, without all that knowledge, I might have been like, what the hell?
Okay, yeah.
But now I was just like, all right, here it is. It's here. I know what's going to happen. So the volcano also had like a big part in it. Like the volcano in the past was going to erupt, and like the witches and the magicians and the dragons like did something to like prevent it from erupting.
Okay.
This time they let it erupt, but they protected the townspeople with like little magical bubbles so that nobody would get hurt. But there's something bigger about the volcano that I'm just not going to go into because we can't spoil everything. So again, I really thought this book was fun and magical, and it was a fun adventure. Lots of fun, colorful, animated characters. I say give it a try.
Okay. And I say brace yourself for the volcano.
Brace, yes. Brace yourself for that volcano. Yeah, we'll see. So has anybody else read any of her other books? Maybe you've read The Ogress and the Orphans. Like, how is that? What's going on?
Let us know what you should think.
What?
I don't know what I said.
Let us know what you to think.
That's what I said, yeah. Ready? Let us know what you thought of them. Give me something else to say. You're paying the
You're so funny. You're like trying to like be okay. You're like, let me know what you thought of them. And if you're enjoying Book Buds, give us a thumbs up.
And share us with your friends.
And subscribe to our channel, Book Buds!
I read this book too. It was stupendous.
Turn so like I'm actually rocking you, like. Can you go a little lower? There. Okay. You should have been crying. You
That's
can
too
do
much.
littler, guys. There. Children here on the ground, just to be food for a god.
I should have known better.
Why did the baby look at me?
I'm getting a Charlie horse.
Yo, white people leave little babies. Why did the baby look at me? love the place where we're going. I'll find a nice family for you. There you go. There.
Why is the phone crooked? I hate that.
Is that better?
Yes.